It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And Merman, who's wearing some sort of flag. What flag is that? I don't even know what it is. He's draped in something. Was that Denmark or... Well, what are we looking at?
Do you seriously just say Denmark?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Call me sympathizer.
What am I looking at? Norway?
Football, you bet.
Norway. Whatever.
Team Norway. Have they won yet, Murray? Have they won
They
yet?
haven't played yet. They play tomorrow.
Nice.
What do they play?
They're playing the beautiful
What
game.
do they play or who do they play?
I don't even know what we're talking about
The
right
beautiful game.
now. The beautiful game?
Game of football.
Football, you bet.
Like,
Also known as the World Cup.
Yeah.
oh, that's with the football with the
Yeah,
soccer
the thing
balls.
that's going on that you don't care about because you don't bet on it.
No, I don't bet on it. That would
There
be
you go.
silly.
So you don't care about it.
And I'd like to make... I don't actually bet on anything. I make short-term investments.
Sure.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Pull the other leg. This one's short enough.
Nice. Well, thanks to all who've been supporting us. If you love Run a Minute Podcast or even like it a bit, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a rating on your listening platform. Or you can dare us to see a terrible film, and if it played in a cinema anywhere in the world, we'll watch it. Now, let's get to raging. What would the amazing Murman predict? What would the amazing Murman predict? Will he predict the rage or will he predict the Mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the movie? Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you. Swim, Murray, Bryce, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, Bryce, hurry.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little Richfield hearts.
Yeah.
Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing,
So
bong,
yeah.
bong.
Only 3 movies this week. Surprise, surprise.
I know, right? What's up with that?
Thought he would have found watch 5 more.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
Okay, start with the big one.
Biggins.
Disclosure Day. I'm
Oh.
afraid of what you guys are gonna say about this.
What?
Okay.
I'm hoping because it's Spielberg and there's like aliens and shit, you might have got it to a man. So,
Okay.
double man.
All right.
The Furious.
Yes.
Not to be confused with those other guys that are also fast.
That's right. Although they're pretty fast in this movie.
And there are some people that are really furious in this. There's a lot of punchy, kicky.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I didn't see
Yeah.
much of a plot though.
There's a plot.
So yeah, Jim likes that kind of thing. Mondo. Bryce doesn't. Meh.
All right.
Then we got Stop
I don't
the
know why
Train.
you keep on putting me in a box. I don't appreciate
You're-
it.
What
You're
this
some-
segment is about, in case you forgot.
Yeah, you are in a box.
I can stop doing it if you want me to.
I'm just
We'll just
saying.
go right into the reviews.
I just don't understand why.
This was your guys' dumbass idea.
It was our dumbass
I didn't want to
idea.
do it.
Well, actually, it's the listeners now.
Whatever.
It's the only segment they listen to.
Well, then quit your yapping then. Last one, Stop the Train, which I couldn't even watch the trailer for. I watched about 30 seconds of it and I'm like, nope.
Nope.
But this is the kind of thing that Jim loves. So
I normally do.
And I think maybe Bryce does too. So let's go double mono because it looks that stupid.
All right.
All right, do your thing.
Fast and the Furious. Oh, no, sorry. We're talking Disclosure Day. Spielberg. All right. So if you love Escape from Witch Mountain from 1975 and Catch Me If You Can, but you wish those movies had Force-like powers and more convenient escapes than using magical witch powers, then I have a movie for you, and it's called Disclosure Day. Look, I think it's pretty clear by now that Steven Spielberg has a fascination with aliens and religion. I think it's obvious to everybody.
It's obvious if you watch this movie, that's for sure.
Well, a lot of his movies.
Especially this one, though.
Especially this one. But finally, he has made his dream movie. A movie that's about God and aliens.
Exactly.
That tells us that God has not only created Earth and humanity in his image, but on a different planet, he has also created aliens in his image on that planet. And only the nuns of Kansas City know the truth.
How can they both be in his image?
You know what? He's everywhere.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I'm not going to say that this wasn't entertaining at times, because there is some stuff in here, mostly the comedy bits that are intentionally funny. And the performances by everyone, I thought, they're not anyone's greatest accomplishment. In fact, probably on the lower quality scales of their careers, but they were all okay. Wasn't bothered by anybody.
Nobody can get an okay performance out of someone like Steven Spielberg.
Exactly. What I did get annoyed by, though, is the amount of time that the magic alien dildo is used by Colin's hand to help move the story in a direction, but not used nearly enough to actually make it realistic. Because, he uses the nun to find her hero, but not the 12 escapees when he's looking for Coleman Domingo until, the end of the movie. That was convenient. On top of that, there is way too many times that the story moves forward because of stupidity of the bad guys, and I'm putting bad guys in quotes, or the incompetence of our lead. Like, let's escape from the back of a motel. Let's drive our car off a cliff and pretend we're behind a rock. Let's have one guy be like the Terminator, who is the only one who's not affected by Emily Blunt's superpowers and force abilities. And
did that ever get explained?
No, nothing gets explained.
Okay.
Don't look for any explanations.
Because that bothered me too.
It's not happening.
Okay, go ahead.
Or let's let the nun girlfriend just come into the TV studio with anybody checking her ID or anything. Or we can see them in the heat signature in their secret warehouse clearly on a monitor. But let's rely on our eyes to follow the glowing or butt plug instead of
just follow the heat signature.
That was what I was thinking. Or our lead, who has knowledge of the bad guys, but conveniently doesn't fully destroy things that can help him find him multiple times. And I want to say and I want to say and I want to say and then I want to say and then I want to say and infinity of things that made me question all the story conveniences that this movie had to offer. It would just give us something cool and science fiction-y, and then follow it up with either our good guys, and I'm putting that in quote, or our bad guys, because depending on what way you think about things, do something that helped to make a movie go to a 2.5 hours of Catch Me If You Can, tossed in with Naked Gun style, almost slapstick incompetence. I was very well done by the time this reached the end of the movie, but I did really like how the very last frame of this movie ended. The way that it ended actually kind of made me happy that that part actually wasn't so annoying. Was there enough dollar bills on the table by the time Spielberg got to the end of this film to save it from total raginess? Oh wait, did I mention that on top of all the other things I've already referenced, this was basically also E.T. grown up and come back to Earth, looking for Drew Barrymore and Henry Thomas. Yes.
I thought they were going to pop up in the movie. I thought that would have been cool.
I don't know why they weren't in the movie.
Everybody's going for nostalgia these days.
Yeah,
why wouldn't they do that?
They brought E.T. back. Why wouldn't they bring those two?
Spielberg missed the boat, man.
But what about his God/alien movies? Maybe he should stick to World War II movies. Maybe then he'll get back to getting a Mondo. Or maybe make the movie that I was hoping for after seeing the trailer, which to me was going to be a horror movie. So I need to say, when I got out of this movie, I was a little bit mixed about my feelings about it. I felt there might be enough dollar bills, but the more I sat with this, the more that I realized there is just too many things wrong with this film. So, Spielberg, you no longer are the mad director that I assume you were. And I did actually go through and look at all of his movies and reviewed them all. You are hopefully not on a Clint Eastwood trajectory curve where you can only make rage films like this one. And I have a couple things to unpack, but I had too many problems with this to enjoy it. There's too many things that was just too convenient, too Hollywoodness for me to enjoy it. Sorry, Murray.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Waiting to hear all the vile he's going to spew out about it, too.
He might.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. E.T. War of the Worlds. Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. You can even go back to 1964 with Firelight, which is also about aliens. Nobody does extraterrestrials like Steven Spielberg. Now we have Disclosure Day, trying to answer the question, are we alone in the universe? There's a line from the Mother Superior in the film when her former student asks her that very question. God created man to rule the earth. It would seem to be a big waste for him to create a big, beautiful universe with only us in it.
That was a good line.
Yeah.
Good point. I never thought of it that way. I'm not really into space travel or the stars, but it's a nice way to look at it. Look, I'm just going to put it out there. Spielberg is absolutely my favorite director of all time.
What? I thought what's his face
Even
was.
more than my man, Ron Howard.
Yeah.
It's close, but Spielberg still is better. Yeah, I don't always love Spielberg films. But I can honestly say I've never not been entertained by them. That to me is the mark of a great filmmaker. So yeah, I probably have a soft spot for his films. I'm glad I got to see this in IMAX with my buddy Jim before I heard anything online about it. Apparently, regular people don't like it. To hell with them.
We're regular people.
Like 90% of the people who do reviews online didn't like it. I was completely captivated by the spectacle on the screen, so much so I didn't dare go to the bathroom halfway through, which I usually do. And it's a 2.5-hour movie, even after I drank the big soda. Yeah, the script could have been better. Yes, there were a lot of stuff that just seemed to happen. I mean, the whole, I didn't get the whole thing with the alien dildo, as you call it, and all of a sudden you can enter somebody else's thoughts and make them do stuff. I mean, I didn't get that whole thing, but whatever. I really would like to have known what was happening with the world in this film. And why people were emptying shelves like it was Y2K again.
That was weird.
Turns out North Korea was starting World War III.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe some dumbass orange-tinted American president. Just saying. This part of the story could have been explored a bit more. I didn't mind Kurt Russell's kid as the boyfriend.
I always mind him.
But he turned out to be a jerk anyway. Same thing for Josh O'Connor's girlfriend. I just didn't like her. This film was really Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor.
Yeah.
And definitely Colin Firth. With Coleman Domingo to a lesser degree. Emily was outstanding. I loved her Professor Xavier powers. She definitely could have used a little more Jean Grey, though, to fight the bad guys with. Yeah, great. She can, read their minds, but she couldn't make them do stuff.
Well, she kind of did.
Not really. The action scenes were awesome. I don't care if they're CGI or not. That train scene was epic. Vintage Spielberg all the way. Of course, you can't have a Spielberg film without his main guy, John Williams, doing the music, who came out of retirement just for this film. There were a few things I didn't like about the ending, but when they were broadcasting the alien footage, I honestly believed there could be life out there. It was very convincing. I may have even shed some man tears. Yeah, okay, this isn't a perfect film. Probably never be a movie about aliens that will affect me like E.T. I was 10 at the time, but still. I wish I could give this a Mondo. Best I can do for Mr. Spielberg is a high meh. Still entertaining. So there.
You said it, mister.
I don't care what anybody thinks.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Bryce.
That, you know what? You're right about before Bryce says anything. The North Korea.
Glasses?
I don't know.
It's freaking me out.
It's freaking me out too. Because he's not looking at anything, Murray. Everything's coming out of his head today. But that whole North Korean thing, like the fact that everybody's going through the
should have been a bigger part of the story.
Should have. Yeah, I think there was probably 20 minutes of editing.
Panic,
it's probably 20 minutes of editing that we didn't get.
Yeah, I think that at the end of the day, I think they probably edited all the wrong stuff in this movie because there was a lot of things that weren't clear. Sometimes that's good, but when it's kind of driving the story, you kind of need to know what's going on. And I didn't really know exactly what was going on. I mean, I made inferences and I had theories of what was going on as we were going along, but I mean, at no point were you crystal clear on exactly the state of the world. You obviously could put two and two together and come up with a general idea of the state of the world at the time. But as you say, like even the grocery store scenes and everything, it's like, so why are we doing? And then it's like, yeah, okay, this is why we're doing it, I guess. And that was the thing. The whole thing is like, I guess they're doing that because, and I kept on saying, I guess they're doing that because. And to your point, I mean, there's a whole lot of convenience stuff that happens. There's just and then some stupidity like the warehouse where why are they even looking? They're staring off into nothingness when they've got a perfectly good tablet that's showing them exactly where everybody is.
I know.
Like it's like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
There was just too much dumb in this and I did not. It was just boring. There was a few good scenes, don't get me wrong, but my God, Coleman Domingo, what is going on with you, dude? You are a fantastic actor and you keep on picking these meh roles that are going to, like, are you just wanting to be part of an ensemble anymore? Please go do something where you're the star again. Yeah. I don't want to see you in a frickin' bit part. I don't want you to see as part of an ensemble. You're a frickin' movie star, dude. You need to be in some heavy dramas where you are the main dude in it. This stuff, you got to stop doing. I don't know what the point of it is. I really don't. But having said that, you know, Josh whatever his name is, Connor. Is that a name? Josh O'Connor?
You guys would know.
Josh O'Connor.
I never heard of him until 6 months ago.
I don't know nothing about nothing, man.
Yeah, you do.
Josh O'Connor.
You know
I'm not looking at a computer right now, so
yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
And he's not wearing.
That's your fault.
And he's not wearing.
I don't need
glasses.
a computer. I have this.
Here's the thing: Josh O'Connor, Emily Blunt, like everybody in this was fine, and they all did a fine job. And as I say, nobody can get an okay performance out of someone. And he, like Steven Spielberg can, he'll get an okay performance out of guys
that can't act,
that are just okay. And he'll also get an okay performance out of amazing actors. He can always get an okay performance out of people, and that's a gift. Kudos to Spielberg for that. You got another okay performance out of your entire cast. Right on. Yeah, CGI stuff bugged me. The story was meandering. The payoff was bleh. I didn't like this movie.
Oh, come on. You must have loved that E.T. came back.
I didn't like that E.T. came back. I didn't understand why here's another thing. Every single thing we saw were these little 3.5 foot things, and then all of a sudden they wheel in this 7-foot monster into the stuff. Like, what? When did they grow? Like, what am I missing here?
He's been there for 50 years. He grew.
So you're saying they sent all these aliens here as infants?
Yes, they sent their children. Bryce, come on. You just said that you had to inference things.
Yeah, okay. So well, I guess once again.
They gave the babies.
You know what? I didn't. It wasn't even.
You're so stupid.
So they're just. Where were they keeping this thing for all those years? Just. What were they teaching them? What is going on? I don't understand. This was a rage. I just didn't connect with this movie in any way. I hated it. It's Spielberg blah. He makes so many meh movies. He makes about one rage every 8 or 9 years. This is his rage for his. So I'm suspecting that his next couple of movies are going to be meh. I'm looking forward to some solid, okay performance.
I want him to get back doing dinosaurs. Like, can we get him back doing dinosaurs for God's sakes?
I don't want. no more dinosaur movies. Guys, stop
You
with the
guys love
dinosaur.
movies.
We love dinosaur
More
movies.
than I do.
Yeah. Murray doesn't like dinosaur movies.
I used
anymore.
to.
I like dinosaur
Spielberg did
movies
I like Spielberg dinosaur movies.
when the dinosaur is like claymation.
The last one was garbage.
Stop motion clay dinosaurs. That's where it's at.
All right. Well, maybe he'll do that. He hasn't made an animated feature.
There you go.
Right?
At any rate,
Okay,
so
I
yeah,
got two things to unpack.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, my first question was, which nobody mentioned, do the animals speak math?
Who cares? Sure.
Okay.
They
Perfect.
speak something, I guess. I don't know.
Because they look into your eyes.
Yeah,
and
they
then-
look deep into
At
your
one
soul.
point,
and
they were aliens that pulled them away, but
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
not the
well,
aliens.
They were
That's the
aliens.
thing.
They were aliens who morphed into animals.
yeah, at
well,
one
they
point
were
there's
animals.
appeared as animals,
They appeared as animals, but they were the
I
aliens.
get that, and it was.
But the
and it
aliens-
was
They explain
silly.
at the end.
right? But
Yeah,
the
they
animals
do.
that were sitting at their place were not aliens.
How could they be
surrounding-
aliens?
They weren't aliens.
They weren't.
So they were
So
speaking
what was
math.
going on with
He
them?
was speaking math. That's what I'm saying.
So if I walk up to a deer and I can speak math,
But you can't speak math. Only
what if I show them a calculator?
Josh O'Connor can speak math.
What about a really good calculator? And I
Maybe-
just like put some
Yeah, but
stuff on it.
you can't spell boobs and expect the deer to listen to you.
You don't know that, Jim.
Well, you know what? Let's try it. You're
right.
out in the
I am.
forest a lot.
Hey, we saw some
You
bears
guys
not that long
realize
ago.
this
Walk
is
up to one of
a
them.
sci-fi movie, right? This is not
Yeah.
This is how the world is. Movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
this wasn't a
Sci-fi
documentary?
No.
Oh,
You can make
crap.
up whatever shit he
Oh.
Well,
wants.
in that
It's
case,
sci-fi.
Okay.
well, in that case, Murray, it's still a rage.
Yes.
Okay, but here's something that
I'm
are you
gonna go see
aware
it
of
a
this?
second time.
Are you aware that they've just released the footage of aliens on Earth now? So isn't that funny how it's coincided that Spielberg knew that was coming?
No, it's
So
funny.
Murray, when you said you believed it, that could be the real footage.
There you go.
Truth is out there.
Yeah. Spielberg got it.
saying.
Okay, my last question was, who else thought the phone scene was the funniest thing in this movie?
What phone scene?
The phone scene when she says, "You got to run over the phone," and her dumbass boyfriend.
Oh no, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
Kept
I
missing it.
didn't think that was funny.
was
I
so
thought it was
funny.
hilarious because
How
he's
was
an
that
idiot.
And then she has to get out of the
Because he's a
car, and then
moron.
She starts stomping
He doesn't know
on
how to
it.
drive or check his mirrors. He keeps missing it.
It was so funny.
That was funny.
By the way, Russell's kid is atrocious in everything he's in. He
I can't
absolutely
I
wrecks
can't-
that Godzilla frickin' net or Apple TV thing.
Never saw it.
Everything he's in, he's just terrible.
He's definitely horrible
He's
as
absolutely
the new
terrible.
Captain America.
Well, his sister's
He's
terrible.
terrible
too,
in
so.
everything.
I like his sister.
Yeah, isn't his sister Kate Hudson?
Yeah, I guess he'd be
Oh,
the
yeah.
youngest one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna,
Right?
I was gonna
They're
say
all
it was
terrible.
his nephew, but
Yeah.
Well, and everybody's gonna pile on me for this, but Kurt Russell's also terrible. So, like, he's never.
go ahead.
You've
Go
never.
ahead and say it. I want you to say it. I want you to say Goldie Hawn is horrible.
Oh, undoubtedly, she's horrible. How can you look at what has she ever done that she wasn't horrible in?
She's done a lot of good stuff.
Like
And
what?
A lot of people
Laughing.
think so.
She was great in laughing.
A lot of people think so. She's great.
Laughing.
yeah.
She was great.
Nobody thinks
Maybe just
Goldie
you
Hawn
don't
is
like
great.
her.
You know what? The same people who like Goldie Hawn also think Ben Affleck is horrible.
That's right. They're smart people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right. Moving on to The
Yeah.
Furious.
Sure. Already furious.
All right. Perfect. Well,
Too.
you you need to not take to heart what we say about a movie or a person that
It's
you
science fiction. You guys are talking like
Yes.
it's something that really happened.
But we're not attacking you, Murray.
like. We're attacking the movie.
the fact that you're being so ridiculous that you actually expect things to work out
No,
perfectly in this
what-
movie.
here's-
It's science fiction. I've seen some fantasy movies that you guys love
Yeah.
that I think are garbage.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the ridiculousness is explained because this certain thing does something.
Yes.
And yeah, it's ridiculous, but that's what that thing does.
Yep.
This is just like matters of convenience and things that just would never
well,
happen ever.
you obviously didn't think
on
it
to
was
your
great because you only gave it a meh.
Yes, but I almost gave it a Mondo.
Okay, there you go.
I'd say you giving it a high meh is the equivalent of a Spielberg movie is the equivalent of me giving a rage.
Maybe.
Move on.
All right.
Move on before the dogs unplug.
The
door.
Fury. Yeah, before the dogs unplug.
It's coming. It's coming.
Release the hounds. All right. So
they're good boys.
Speaking of the Furious, we just got out of the Furious.
Yeah, like minutes ago.
So Murray, you know the saying, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a
hit you with
day?
it?
No. Yeah, maybe. But if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, he will feed himself for life. You've heard that expression?
I believe it's in the Bible, yes.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And if you give him a sledgehammer.
If you give this man who's furious a hammer,
yeah,
he will create a ladder of dead people in the ring to climb out of a ring battle. He will kill everybody in his path.
It's a lot of killing.
with this hammer.
So much killing.
And then when he loses his hammer,
yeah,
I'm going to say it's the saddest moment of any movie that I've ever seen.
it is kind of sad because that hammer was uber entertaining.
It was so good.
There was a lot of crunching and
there's
blood spattering and broken bones and things
Here's-
going the wrong way.
Here's the thing. I've heard people say this is kind of like the Raid or the Raid 2.
Not really.
No, it's not. It's kind of like John Wick. It's not. It's kind of what it is like. It's kind of like if you took the movie The Killer from John Woo
Yeah.
and you mixed it with Taken 1 with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
accurate.
what this movie is.
Yeah, it's accurate.
And Murray, you'll be happy to know there was hardly any subtitles. It was all in English.
Yeah, I noticed that in the trailer.
Mostly, yeah.
So here's the other thing that is important to know, that nobody is safe in this movie. If you think anybody is safe in this movie,
No.
you are desperately wrong. Babies aren't safe.
Nope.
Pregnant women aren't safe.
No.
Children aren't safe.
No.
Cops are not safe.
No.
Bystanders, definitely not safe.
You're all fair game. You can all die.
And when they say the Furious,
Or just get impaled with something.
Yeah, with something. The person who's our lead in this is Furious.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then
He doesn't even have to say anything to know he's furious.
You don't know. You don't have to. But here's the thing, Murray. Everybody in this movie is furious. Every single person in this movie is furious. So the key is
movie, The Furious.
Yeah, it's the big thing though is who is the most furious, because that'll usually tell you who the winner of this is going to be.
Yeah. Well, I think we know. I think the most furious is the man that was driven by the most fury to
With the hammer.
Yeah.
Hammerman.
Hammer time. He definitely had some hammer time. So, there's a lot of
I kind of want a prequel now. I want to know this guy's story.
I want to know his story too. So there's a lot of stereotypicalness in this. You got evil cops, you got bad guys, you got human trafficking, you got like Jackie Chan like fighting style. But it's like Jackie Chan type fighting style, but amped up to an 11.
Yeah.
Like there is stuff in this. It's so entertaining, and then there's pieces of it that are not entertaining, which is a shame. A shame because we've seen movies like this. Like there's some great Indian films.
Oh yeah.
Like RRR that has everything going for it. That's the standard for anything to compare to. This movie had so many great fun things in it. There is original kills. There's original fighting. This also had a really different spin on it, Murray, because the big boss level there's a boss level at the end, but the sub boss level is where you have a bad guy that you think has been killed is not dead, and he was a boss level earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
He ends up coming back, and he's really furious.
He's so furious.
But he's furious at the guys who are the heroes, but he's also furious with the guys who are the bad guys. So he can't decide who he wants to kill more. So he just tries to kill everybody.
Okay.
He's big. He's a motherfucker.
Yes.
And he's furious.
Oh man.
So
Is there
furious.
any
He's
kind
just
of a
furious
plot
at
to this
everybody.
movie, or
Oh, there's a plot.
Yeah, the plot. Here's the plot in a nutshell.
It's a very simple
Very simple plot. There's a dad who is mute. He speaks sign language to his daughter. She has to go back and live with his grandmother, her grandmother in China, because her dad is working and trying to make money in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, they call it Southeast Asia.
We don't know. It could be Malaysia
It's Thailand.
or Thailand.
That's where it was filmed.
There we go.
But
And-
they don't want to, put Thailand in a box.
They don't want to. Yeah, they won't put Thailand in a box. So what happens is she's trained in kung fu, but she only wants to do kung fu because she gets to play with her dad when she does kung fu.
Yes.
So
Quality
she says,
time.
"I don't want to do it," and they have a fight, Murray, and she runs out of the hair salon
Yes.
and she gets kidnapped. Sorry,
She gets taken.
taken. And Liam Neeson was busy.
Yeah, but this dude also had a particular set of skills.
And it includes hammers.
Oh man, there's so much
And
hammering.
knives. And his fists and his feet. And
yeah.
there's ladders.
And you thought Tom Cruise could run.
Yeah, nobody runs like
Tom
this
Cruise
guy.
can't run.
Holy
Tom
crap.
Cruise-
Runs like a sissy.
Tom Cruise running is my favorite thing in a Tom Cruise movie.
It's fantastic, but I'm sorry, you put those two in a race. This dude's
This guy
winning.
wins every time.
Holy
He
crap.
outruns trucks, planes.
He's stepping in broken glass and he just keeps on trucking,
He just keeps
man.
on going because he's furious. Yeah. So this, if this didn't have so much of the kid stuff in it, and I want to call it the downtime, where there's too much story and it's way too long. Like
It's way too long,
over a
yeah.
2-hour movie, or even if it's just 2-hour movies. It's 30 minutes too long for this kind of movie. And the fight scenes just keep going on. Yes, they're fantastic, but
And that's
it's
the thing, they just go on
This
and
could have
on.
been the greatest movie about human trafficking ever made.
Could have been. It
But
needed to
then
be tightened up though.
It needed tightening. So
Yeah.
it was a meh. It was a high meh.
Yeah.
Because I was super entertained.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
ultimately,
you've pretty much said it all, but it really needed some editing, like supreme editing. This movie was exhausting because it's just like the fight scenes are fantastic to a certain point, and then you're like, okay, enough already. This is just it's going too far, and it's not like pushing. There's some movies where the fight scene like progresses into something, into something, and it brings you to another level, or it does. But
it's like you level up, like the boss level.
But we were in the same situation for these long, extended fights that didn't need to take that long. I mean, they needed to cut the fight scenes like in half, all of them.
Each one of them. Yeah.
Each one of them, tighten them up, get all the good stuff in there, get rid of the repetition.
The best timed one, though, was when she gets kidnapped at the beginning. That one was a perfect amount of time.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. But really everything after that just went on too long.
It did.
And the last fight scene, good God. I mean, it did not
I think
end.
it was half an hour long. It felt like half an hour.
It felt like a long, long time. And it was great for a bit, and then it became tedious. So if you got an action movie where I'm using the word tedious in it, that's not a good thing.
Nope.
I really like this lead actor though. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
Some of the other actors, I mean, they're cartoonish, but that's what this movie is. Yeah. So that was fine. But the lead actor was great. The little girl was fantastic.
Yeah, she was great.
She was really, really good.
The bow and arrow guy was awesome.
Bow and arrow guy's awesome and everything. I don't even know his name, but bow and arrow guy, every time he pops up in a film, and he pops up in a lot of films, he's always evil. He's one evil SOB every time. He's like
the Chinese machete.
Yeah. But actually, he's not. I think he was actually not evil in one movie I saw. But basically, he's yeah. But yeah, he's always fantastic. As you say, I mean, it's a good time. But good God, it didn't need to be this long. I can't rage because I had too good a time for most of it. But it really was tedious, and it's just too long. But it is a meh.
Nice. Okay, Murray, this may be the one where we don't agree. Because I think Bryce might have loved this one.
It looks so stupid.
I think Bryce might have really liked this one. So, Stop That Train is the first feature film made by the producers of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Figures.
Now, Here is the issue with this movie and them even telling us this information
Okay.
in the actual trailer. If you are not a fan or even ever watched drag or Drag Race, you are not going to understand the camp or humor of this film at all. But for those of us who do follow Drag Race and the drag community, we can understand the camp, humor, and actually the lingo of what we're watching. I can't imagine.
I don't think you
for
need
example,
to. I don't think you need to understand camp, but yes, the lingo and the other
there's a lot of things in this that is inside jokes to RuPaul's Drag Race.
There is a ton where I was just looking
you wouldn't
blankly
know.
at the screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
So I can't imagine someone like yourself who's not a fan of drag watching this. You must have been like, what the actual fuck? Well, for me,
I wouldn't say that, but go ahead.
Okay, so for me, who is an actual super fan of this entertainment vehicle, and when I say this entertainment vehicle, I mean drag. I love drag. I go to drag shows. I follow a lot of drag performers. I'm very fascinated by how talented these performers are. Okay. All the drag queens and their personalities mixed into a comedy like you've never seen before in herstory, as they say. But the movie, what about the movie? It is basically Gay Airplane with drag, with a ton of cameos of B-list actors, some of the favorites from RuPaul's Drag Race, and the greatest cameo ever, which is Charo.
Oh, Charo's so good.
Charo's
Still alive?
She's great,
Yeah.
and she looks exactly the same.
She looks the same.
She hasn't aged a day, Murray.
Well, she still wears 20 pounds of makukp just like she used to.
Sleep in a cryogenic chamber.
You know what? I am still madly in love with Charo. She can do no wrong. There's a lot of really bad inside jokes, bad jokes in general, but the always great Chris Parnell is funny in this.
Chris Parnell is just so funny.
Until he gets knocked out.
Oh, man.
It was completely stupid, not connected enough, I think, to the drag culture like I think it should have been. The story that was probably written by toddlers who may or may not have been run over by a train.
Okay.
But maybe not. Like maybe the kid that RuPaul ran over with the train is the person that wrote this. That's what I'm guessing.
All right.
The real issue was it just wasn't funny enough, and it kind of took itself too seriously at times. And others, it was parodying Airplane, but not well enough to be funny. Man, I love me some RuPaul, but this movie was horrible. Like, I mean, painfully horrible. It was a rage.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm actually really shocked by that.
So am I.
Because I watched it and I'm like, I think Jim will. I didn't think you were going to say it was Mondo, but I would think that you would have laughed enough to.
Yeah,
give it to a man.
I laughed a few times, but the jokes just weren't there. Like when I
just looked stupid. And nothing to do with
They were
with
trying.
the
to
drag
make-
queens is one thing, but it just the trailer wasn't funny. It looks stupid.
yeah, if there's no jokes in the trailer, like you're really pushing it for the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw Joel McHale. It's the only body I recognized in the whole movie.
He's in it for like 2
He's
seconds.
in for 2
too.
seconds.
Go.
So yeah, this movie I laughed way more than I thought I was going to. As you say, the Chris Parnell scenes are really quite amusing. I can't remember. There's a few things that I laughed at. I think there was a couple of RuPaul scenes that were amusing enough. But that's the whole thing. I mean, it was a bit of a train wreck when it comes to kind of telling a cohesive story. And and for me, like I was sitting there wondering, is somebody that is understanding these obvious references to stuff I have no idea about, are they going to enjoy it? And that's why I was curious to hear what you thought of it, because there was a lot in this that I'm sure you got.
Oh yeah,
that was there for laughs, and there were some people in the audience laughing when I didn't know what was going on, which was majority of this film.
Yeah.
But there were some stuff that I genuinely laughed out loud at, which I I'm trying to think, was I entertained enough to bring this to like a low meh, and I think I was.
Now, this is not something I would have thought would have ever happened in this.
So because I genuinely did laugh enough. It was silly. It was outrageous. There was no cohesiveness, but they were just making a movie to entertain, and they were doing their darndest. And you know what? There's a lot of miss, but there was enough hit in here.
All right.
That I'm gonna give it it's a low man, but
hey, you know what? I'm not
gonna tell anybody not to watch this thing because I think it was all right.
As a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, the performances that you get when they're watching the show, like they have little mini challenges, and that's what this felt like. It felt like the whole movie was a mini challenge,
right?
But none of it was funny to me. And like Purnell was funny, and there was maybe 2 times that I laughed. Yeah. And I laugh a lot when I watch Drag Race.
Okay.
So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Sure.
So did we agree on anything?
Yeah, we agreed on.
Both hated Disclosure Day.
We agreed on Furious, and we agreed on Disclosure Day.
We agreed on Furious.
Yeah. Bigger question is, what's Murray thinking?
Going home. All right, so yeah, we saw a new Steven Spielberg movie.
We
this
sure
week.
did.
You would think I'd be doing my favorite Spielberg film.
You would.
Or favorite movies about aliens.
Oh.
I decided to go in a different direction.
What?
Well, I think everybody's favorite movie about aliens is Dudes, Where's My Car? So, Dude,
Exactly.
where's
Is that
my
what it was
car?
about? I never saw it. But Ashton Kutcher's a moron.
It's the best science fiction movie in the history of
I don't
cinema.
want to see him in a movie doing anything.
There you go.
As you know, I don't generally like animated films.
Yeah.
There are a few exceptions.
What?
One of them is the Toy Story franchise.
Okay.
Because I love me some Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. It's been a while since I saw them. I barely remember number 3. Well, Toy Story 5 is coming out this week.
Nice.
They, of course, had number 4 on TV last week.
Oh, sweet. You got to see Keanu.
Which I never saw. So, here we go. I remember Toy Story 3 being quite emotional. I may have shed some man tears when they had to say goodbye to their kid Andy. I was expecting some of that in number 4. It was not that kind of movie.
No.
There's a new kid, Bonnie, who I guess was the last one. I don't remember her. I don't really understand girls or how they play. I was all about Matchbox cars, Tonka trucks, and little army men.
Nice.
That was my childhood. I guess today's little girls play with dinosaurs, cowboys, and astronauts, as well as dolls, because she had pretty much everything. Most of the film was pretty mediocre. Then again, I'm 55 now. There was this absurd RV trip. Oh, I did enjoy when the toys were driving it. That was kind of funny. A new figure in the form of a spork with eyes. An antique store with an evil dictator doll, and a traveling carnival. The whole plot centered on getting back this spork, who apparently has some kind of death wish and seems too stupid to function.
He's not the smartest.
No, he's really not. He keeps trying to die in a trash can.
He's got a lot of shorts on the Disney Channel that are hilarious.
Does he now?
Yeah, he does.
There you go. The whole movie was just clipping along, one action scene to another, until Duke Kaboom.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, I Canada.
Yes, I Canada.
Voiced by Canadian icon Keanu Reeves, and easily my favorite part of this film. I'm Canada's greatest stuntman, eh? Watch me soar higher than the Canadian Rockies. I may be made of plastic, but my spirit's as strong as Canadian maple. I laughed every time Duke showed up, which wasn't enough. He deserves his own movie.
Yep.
Yeah, Key and Peele were pretty good too. I definitely like those guys better as actors, and only when they work together. More of that, please. So, despite the awesome Keanu Reeves, this movie was still just a meh. Will the new one be any better? Probably not.
Yeah,
They better bring back the kaboom.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Jordan Peele's on his way to being undoubted as a director.
Sure,
Yeah,
whatever.
he
I
sure
don't like
is.
those movies.
Sure is.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Ooh, my sweet, sweet rage. All right, my rage this week, I've got a twofer. So the first one was, why the fuck did they do a second trailer for, what's that movie we watched? Distillation Day? Disclosure?
Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Aliens? Disclosure Day. If they hadn't have done a second trailer,
Okay.
I probably wouldn't have been as disappointed when I knew that the movie. Every time they put out another trailer, it makes me want to not see the movie less. So that's my first complaint.
Well, actually,
What?
You
they
just
did
did a
not.
double
They did
negative,
not
so that's-
include
means you
any
wanna see it
scenes
more.
from the last third of the movie in the trailers.
Okay.
They didn't spoil the ending like they do with
Yeah,
most
yeah.
movies.
That's true enough. That's
Just
true.
saying.
Yeah, but I was more excited, but I thought it was going to be a horror movie, and then when I found out it was going to be an alien,
You thought it'd be a horror movie?
yeah,
If you watch the first trailer, that's actually the vibe it gives.
yeah,
no,
it's totally,
I never thought that.
it's totally because
Oh, totally.
she's
I 100%
she's creepy.
always thought it was about
Emily
aliens.
Blunt when she's doing that math speak.
By the way, it
is
can be
freaky as fuck.
it can be about aliens and be a horror movie. By the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Murray.
I don't like those.
Alien. Oh, well, there you go.
I don't know what that has to do with the price of tea in China.
Did Spielberg do a movie? Was it 8mm?
No,
he just
that was
produced
J.J.
that?
Abrams.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he produced it.
He
didn't
produced
Produced it.
it.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
Abrams directed.
Because that was a horror movie.
It was also
with
about
aliens.
aliens.
Yeah. So that was my first one. The second one is, being a huge RuPaul fan, I'm disappointed that the first movie was a rage for me. So that's my sadness. Perhaps if I didn't know enough about RuPaul, maybe I would have had as good a time. But I had this expectation it was going to be as funny as the show itself. So
Well, as someone who doesn't know anything about Drag Race or anything, I know who RuPaul is, obviously. It seems like they just cast a bunch of reality stars from the Drag Race shows who aren't necessarily actually actors. Which is maybe
some
where
of
the
them
problem
are
was.
actors now, so that's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
I'd
still.
say I'd make the
I mean, they-
argument that they're all actors.
Yeah.
They threw enough, seasoned actors in there to balance it out, but it seemed like it was a movie, directed by and starring people who are mostly just on reality shows.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Just saying, maybe I'm wrong, but-
When you watch a RuPaul show, what he does is actually help prepare all the people that make it through
To be
the race
performers.
to be performers and well-rounded performers.
Yeah.
Actually, he gets them to be actors. He gets them to be writers. He gets them to be singers. He gets, like, when they come out of the RuPaul's Drag Race School of Drag, they are seasoned professionals at just about
Oh,
everything.
maybe you picked the wrong ones then.
Yeah, no,
No,
they
that's-
all did a good performance. It just wasn't funny for me. So yeah, that's my rage.
Right then. That's it.
So my rage this week, well, I thought it was going to be that once again they just can't fill a popcorn bag at Cineplex. I don't understand. When I go to Landmark, it's so
And mine
freaking.
are always too full.
Well, that's the thing. Not at Cineplex.
Yes,
they
they
are
are.
not. Not
Yes,
at,
they are.
because it's across the board,
Soon-
Murray.
soon
It
as
doesn't matter if I go to Crowfoot. It doesn't matter if I go to Chinook. It doesn't matter if I go to Sunridge. I've got like a 1-inch gap at the top of my
Yeah.
bag that is
His
not
is
full of popcorn.
always-
Now, if I go to Landmark, that sucker is piled high so that they can't give it to you without dropping
Dropping
about 12 or
half the
15
cost.
kernels. And when I grab it from them, another 10 fall on the floor
Yes.
by me. And that's the way it should be.
No, it's not.
There
That
should
is
be
absolutely
food.
There should be food waste.
That's wasting
no,
food.
it's not wasting
It
food.
is wasting food.
Bryce's belief, though,
You
Murray.
get a
That's why
free
he gets
refill,
no. He gets
maybe
no
you don't
ice.
get it full the first time.
No, he wants it full.
Anyways, so I thought that was going to be my rage. But then I'm watching the credits, and the frickin' lights go on before the credits are over again, because nobody has the time to actually walk 10 feet to look around the corner to see if anybody's still in the theater before they put the stupid house lights on.
What the hell?
So that ticking me off. And then I come home and I get behind the boat, a frickin' caravan of like 10 cars, because one idiot at the front of the line is doing 25 kilometers an hour on a 50-kilometer street, and there's only one lane. So I drove the entire Bowness Road from the turnoff off of 16th Avenue all the way to my place, doing 25 kilometers an hour. Good God, just step on the gas.
People live in your neighborhood.
So yeah, that's I got multiple rages.
So it was one night though. It was a
three-banger.
One night in Calgary.
One evening of rage.
It was was the movie that you saw Rage when you went to that?
No, it was today's movie.
Oh, okay.
This all happened today, you wiener.
I don't know when it happens to you. Today was the only day I saw a movie with you.
Yeah, well.
There you go.
I'm sad.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
Welcome, Ragers, to the Film Rage Totally Retro Nostalgia Recall Flashback. On this week's segment, the Merman asks the crew to believe in Macaulay Culkin's early career choices as we go back to 1991 and watch My Girl. Okay, let's check in with the Mur and see if his Home Alone boy crush can pull the heartstrings of our little Ragers who, let's face it, aren't always friendly to rom-coms, especially when they're between pre-teens or teens or even full-grown adults, except maybe seniors, and personally I think that might be one of their fetishes. Wink. Be sure to bring your glasses to see this one. You can't see it without your glasses. Oh, and maybe an EpiPen.
You mean my Uncle Buck boy crush?
I thought you were a Macaulay Culkin fan.
I am, but he was an Uncle Buck first.
Gotcha.
Saying.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So am I starting?
Yeah, it's you.
All right,
you
then.
picked it.
Okay, then. Well, usually I'm in the middle.
No, but when you pick it, you go.
Who
go,
doesn't?
girl.
Who doesn't love Macaulay Culkin? This movie was
I
smack
love him.
dab in the middle of his box office run.
Love his brothers more.
Before he semi-retired from acting, and his brother Kieran became the star of the family. Uncle Buck, Home Alone 1 and 2, and one of my favorites, The Good Son, with Elijah Wood.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Amazing film if you get a chance to see it.
So good.
This film was my contribution to the bag. I remember loving it when it came out.
Why wasn't the good son in the bag?
Well,
Yeah, why
put
think it
that
wasn't?
if you
Maybe
want.
it still is.
Maybe it is.
Maybe we haven't got it yet.
Besides the awesome 70s clothes, cars, and music, it had Dan Aykroyd and Jamie Lee Curtis reunited after trading places. Again, one of my favorite Eddie Murphy films. Macaulay, of course, who I became a fan of after Uncle Buck and Home Alone. Then we had Anna Klumsky, the cute as a button 11-year-old with those big blue eyes. For me, this was the origin of the CLF. Of course, the movie was told from her point of view. Growing up in 1972, her dad ran a funeral parlor, and she had to look after her nearly senile grandmother, who was the star of the film. Jamie Lee shows up in her groovy RV and turns their world upside down. But she helps poor Veda Sultanpuss, what a name,
That's the greatest name ever.
with her awkward transition into womanhood. She doesn't have any friends except Thomas J., who's allergic to everything, including bees. She has her first kiss, gets her first period, gets her heart broken by
You sure he was allergic to bees?
I don't think so. Well, he sting 1,000 times, he might just die anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I was talking about 10 or 15 wasps, and I tell you, it damn hurt.
Yep.
Anyway, he gets her heart broken by the writing teacher she had a crush on. and of course has to deal with death in a real way. As Jim mentioned, they really worked hard to pull at the old heartstrings in the last part of the film. Years later, I still ended up a ball of tears by the time it was over. And I
used half a box of Kleenex.
Oh, I didn't use the Kleenex, but I definitely left a little puddle of tears on your couch. I still loved every part of this film, so yeah, it's a Mondo.
Nice.
I will leave you with a story that Jamie Lee Curtis told on a talk show. Because there were a lot of kids on the set of this film, the director had a swear jar, so people wouldn't use foul language in front of them. Proceeds would be given to Culkin and Klumsky after it was done. On the last day of filming, Curtis went up to the kids and said in a loud voice, "Fuck you, Macaulay and Anna. At least they got the cash. Kids and animals, don't work with them."
Ain't that the truth? So I saw this movie when it came out, and then now I've seen it a second time. So I've only seen it twice.
Me too.
For me, it actually had it reminded me when I was watching it of the Stephen King feel, kind of like Stand By Me. To me, maybe it's the era, like the 70s era of it. Mm-hmm. The dialogue seemed a little choppy and unnatural to me, though. I found the conversation sometimes, I don't know if it was the timing of how they did the filming, but it was almost like I say a line, and then I say a line, and then I say a line, and then right. I'm just saying what it appeared to Murray. The timing of how the people speak to each other was a little off, through the whole movie. Child acting is always kind of hit and miss to me. Macaulay's character, and I'm guessing it's intentional that he was personality-less. Mm-hmm. But
Thomas J. Yeah. No, he didn't have any friends either.
Yeah, I know.
Because she was an outcast at the school.
Yeah.
He didn't have any friends either.
She was definitely the personality of the two of them.
Oh yeah.
The story is pretty contrived, but it's a very heartwarming tale. And I get it. It's a kid's story, so it's pulling at your heartstrings in a lot of different ways. There's almost too much that happens in this film. So on second watch this, like you, when I watched it originally, I really loved this film. I thought it was really heartwarming and charming, and a lot of it. I actually was kind of irritated by her a lot in the movie.
Well, that's her kind of personality.
Yeah, but also I didn't think she was the greatest actor at
bossy.
times. Yeah, well, I like bossy people. That's why I like Bryce so much. There was almost too much that happened to her all at once, and I guess that's obviously a part of the story, but it was only a meh for me this time. Because there's 5 different times they kind of put at the end, okay, well, if you didn't cry here, you're going to cry here. And if you didn't cry here, you're going to cry here. But you know what? If you don't cry there, you're going to cry here. There's 5 back and forth. It was bam, 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 bam.
A lot of bad shit happened to her.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff to digest, I guess. So yeah, I still find it heartwarming. I'm a big fan of Macaulay Culkin. Still am. Think he's great.
Back.
Yeah, he's back. I love it. It was man.
Yeah, my girl, when I first watched it, I was like, yeah. By the way, I'm not telling the story that I promised last week.
What? Come on. We've been waiting. Murray and I have been
I've re-examined
Has
it.
to do with the movie or just a general story?
It's a story that has to do with my circumstances of going to the movie and, then
Was it supposed to
ending
be
up
your
at the
first
movie.
date?
Mission
No.
91?
No. At any rate, I remember not particularly enjoying the movie the first time I watched it.
Was it because of the story?
But it might have been because of the story that I'm not going to tell.
What a fucker.
So
Murray, where's that swear jar?
I'm actually glad that I watched it again. Having said that, there's almost too much going on in this movie.
Hey, that's what I said.
There's not enough time to kind of just let one situation sort of breathe when it's like this and then this happens and then this. It's like, good God. Really? This is just, it's just too much. But, I mean, as I say, I enjoyed it a lot more than I remember enjoying it. Didn't love it, but it's a solid meh,
Yeah. It's a good movie. Everybody, I think, should see this movie. It's one of those movies that
I don't know.
It's
about
a good.
that.
I think, family movie to watch.
It is.
Like, because it introduces kids to death. It, and Murray and I had chatted a little bit about it as we're watching it, because, like obviously there was that wall barrier that she was not allowed to go down
The dead bodies.
into the
Yeah.
dead body. So that, like, the first time she sees
The whole thing
one-
with the ball
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
freaked her out.
exactly.
Get me out of here.
All right. Well, yeah, good choice, Dermer. Okay, I have pulled. Okay, this is another me film.
Oh, great.
Apparently,
It's going to be, I don't know, what is it? I was going to guess, but no, I'm not going to guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My Girl too.
I'm going to give you a hint. It is a
Okay.
sports movie.
It's a sports movie
Yes.
that you remember liking.
Yes.
That
Wow.
narrows it down.
Yes. We will be watching
Yeah, go ahead.
Rocky.
Really?
First one.
Yep.
The first Rocky.
The very first Rocky.
I have never seen.
And I saw it in theaters when it came out. I don't know how old I was.
like 6.
Yeah, I was probably 11. So, and I remember liking it, but I did not like
Haven't
any
liked
one of them
everything since.
after them.
Yeah, wow.
So
We
will be watching
my era
Rocky.
was Rocky 3. That's where I
That's
started
right.
watching him.
nice.
There you go.
All right, so stay tuned for next week. We're going to talk a sports movie.
I used to have the
right,
Rocky
then.
box set on Blu-ray, but I don't think I do
Nice.
anymore. I never
Nice.
opened it.
Sweet. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the Extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Dare and our God of Rage, and also the voice of Film Rage's Totally Retro Nostalgia Recall Flashback. Find The Nerdy Photographer everywhere you stream this podcast. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always going to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage. But no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 and make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on!
Rage on.